Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well on this lovely rotating oblate spheroid. STST here, seek truth, speak truth. I'm going to post a live stream video that I did meeting Catz in person. The guy that made these brain cells start triggering into life again to realise I was wrong about the shape of the earth. We did stream it live a couple of weeks ago, but I think a lot of you have probably missed it or didn't see it, so I wanted to release it as an actual video just so anyone that missed it gets a chance to view it, because it's a historical moment, literally meeting the man that sparked these brain cells back up again, and he is such a genuine nice guy. We talk all sorts about lots of subjects, including obviously flat earth, and we have some flat earthers in the live stream chat of which we talk with, and I just think it's very interesting. A few commenters said that this was a great chat, and any flat earthers watching this possibly could have even brought them back to reality. So yeah, hope you enjoy, guys, and I will speak to you again soon. Back to regular content from next week. Keep coming back, keep it global. Like the video if you want to, subscribe and share. Amazing. And I'll leave it to you. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you didn't get that reflection there too much. It is STST, and it's only bloody baldy cats, conspiracy cats, culture cats, meeting in person. I canny believe it. We've had a couple of beers. We've gone to the pub, and we thought we'd come and say hello to all of you. I have to thank, first of all, Peter Strom, who has sent a PayPal over. Thank you so much, mate. Really means the world. And hello, everybody. There is a PayPal link if you do want to buy us another drink, but this show is free. There is no obligation to do anything like that. We're just here for a little bit of a laugh. Catz, mate, how are you?
Mate, I'm good. I tell you what a guy. Come down, never met him in person before. And yeah, what a cool guy. So honoured, happy to be here. What a day as well. So, and it's really nice. Not been on YouTube for a while. So loads of people in the chat that I recognise. Obviously, Rachie, He Shield, Turing Test 2. You know, the Snark was in there. Is he still here? Is the Snark still here?
Snark is still there.
So yeah, just brilliant to touch base with you all. But yeah, you know what? He's not a bad guy.
Thank you so much, mate. I'm going to say the same about you, actually. And he's a lot bigger in real life than I thought. He's sitting quite far behind me. He's not actually that small. Let me give you some, that's the more, yeah. So it's actually not that small. I thought he was going to be quite diminutive, but rather large chap. Loving it that you all are here. Thanks, Jan, for joining. Mighty Possum, the Black Dragon, the Snark. Always good to see you. Catz has been telling me about your little trip that you came over here, and he said he absolutely loved meeting you, mate. Absolute pleasure. We'll have to hook up with you sometime, as long as you bring your laptop. You make sure you bring that, sir. And hello to everybody. It's been the Mitchell brothers return.
There we go. I just seen that. We knew that was going to come. We knew that was coming. But who's who? Like, which one's who? That's what I want to know.
I think I'd be Phil. Come on. He's the better looking one, isn't he? So you got to...
I don't know about that.
Oh, God. It's been amazing, though, guys. Like I say, we've met up. We've been to the pub, had a couple of beers, and we're now sitting in the park to say hello to you lot. It's been incredible. If you don't know, Catz was the man that basically triggered these brain cells into working, to actually working and being able to critically think about situations. And it's just a pleasure to meet the man that kind of triggered me being able to turn my life around and come back to reality and appreciate this beautiful planet that we do live on. Heat Shield, mate, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you guys enjoying yourselves. It is bloody amazing. Nails077, hey you two. I hope you are doing well. We're doing very well. What we are also probably going to do is a secondary stream later as well. And we're going to try and find a pub where there may either be a dartboard or a pool table, and let the fun and games commence. We're either going to try and see who can hit the ball first, or if any of you guys can come up with some challenges or anything that you want to see us doing. Well, no, before you even go there, just no. Gary Wybenga, hello, mate. Twins.
Twins.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, separated at birth. You know, I was the one that got hit on my head, so that's why I believe the Earth was flat. Oh, sorry, couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Did you get hit on the head at all when you were younger, Gary? I'm only joking. Oh, Gaza.
I used to get hit on the head when, you know, when me and my brother used to fall out. My mum used to say, "I'm going to bang your heads together," and if we carried on falling out, she would literally bang our heads together, like when she was dead literal. Like, so if you swear again, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap and water. And if we swore, she literally would stick some soap in our mouth and wash it. So, you know, it's made me the man I am today, which is, you know, very scared of having very scared of soap and having my head banged. So.
Absolute classic. It's excuse me. Excuse me, guys. It's me, Mario Rui. Sorry about all these coughs. I need a drink myself. Let me wet the whistle. Let me sort this out.
While he's having a drink, then, yeah, maybe later on we'll, if we can find a pub, we'll live stream again full. It'd be interesting to see, maybe in the comments of the video, like who you think's gonna win. If it's darts, it will definitely not be me. But yeah, any kind of like challenges, we'll stream a challenge for you. You know, who can throw a ball the furthest? Who can, you know, I don't know, who can do the loudest farts? Probably not that one. I don't want to follow through, but you know, just a realistic pub challenge. Stick it to us, and we'll stream it, won't we?
We will. Yeah. We will. Yeah, we will certainly. We do actually have a £20 super chat. Thank you so much for sending that in. Turing Test 2. Get some beers in, guys. We will. Thank you very much. Absolute legend.
He is a legend, this Turing Test.
Yeah.
I remember Turing Test, he clicked on a link I sent him once, not realizing it was bringing him onto a live stream. And remember this. And yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of it. He clicked on, not realizing we were bringing him onto live stream. But he was outstanding on the stream. Outstanding, sir. And I know I won't say too much here, but I know we have a mutual connection. And I hope that individual is doing extremely well, because what I never said to you before is that individual was an absolute legend and a pleasure to know. And that's all I'll say, obviously. But yes, there we go.
Nice. Nice. That was hilarious. Turing Test. That's good, because we're obviously going to have like a lot of mutual subscribers, aren't we? If you know what I mean, which is good. Most people will kind of know who we are, but it's good to get an introduction to this guy. Just, he hasn't been very active recently on YouTube. Been obviously very, very busy in his personal life, but we miss him. I certainly do. So funny. And yeah, just such a good person to follow. We have another super chat. This is amazing. Daniel M. Hi, STST and Catz. Get to catch you live. My son David says hi too.
Hi, David.
Hello, David, mate. Good to speak to you, buddy, and to see you. Daniel M, it's always good to see subscribers that have been around for so long, the kind of day oneers, as I call them. It's just always good to think you're still coming back and click and play. Just, yeah, love to you and the son there, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Deadly Dave, hello, mate.
Deadly Dave.
Yep, we're going to be seeing Deadly Dave actually next week, because a certain me is getting married. A week today is my wedding day. So it's just, does it get any better? I'm meeting Catz and then I'm getting married. I mean, Jesus bloody
not
Christ.
To me, though. Not to me.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know that yet, I'm afraid. We're going to go to Gretna.
When you asked me to look after your ring, I did not think that's what you meant.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. But Dave's going to come. Dave's coming all the way from Ireland. To come and visit as well with his lovely lady. Looking forward to it, man. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be such a laugh. William, mate, congratulations. I got married myself last Saturday.
Well done, William.
Cheers to that, William. Congratulations, buddy. Todd Ferguson, Flurfament supervisor. I just love people's names sometimes. No one is better at smacking the flats. That's so true. Is Mr. Catz. Yeah, but we do have actually, probably, if there's one person you would want to step in to fill Catz's shoes, is MC Toon. I don't know, most of you are probably aware that MC Toon took over the Conspiracy Catz channel. So it's just actually amazing because that channel is still going really strong. What's it called now? Conspiracy Tunes.
Conspiracy Tunes, yeah, he's doing a great job with it. Great.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sensible with the Baldy Catz channel too, doing a great job with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. MC Toon did a Chatbox Travels video yesterday.
Yes.
Had to leave a comment that really warmed my heart. That to see Chatbox Travels still alive.
Yeah.
All right.
Coming back. Yeah, that was brilliant. That was absolutely amazing. We have another 199 from Daniel M. Thank you, mate. Congratulations. Best wishes from David and I. Brilliant stuff, mate. Thank you. Newman 977. Congratulations. John Eagle, why are you drinking Foster's?
Now, there's a good story behind that. The main thing is, and I've said this to STST here, is that I'm a massive lightweight. And I did say that, I'm being honest. Because it's going to be a long day. I can't drink premium lager. Well, I just can't drink premium. I'm not even going to say all day. I just can't do it. So yeah. And we went to a Tesco Express, and they didn't have any Carlsberg. So this is why.
And I'm going to tell you the real truth is he's got a can of Special Brew off camera. Not really, he hasn't.
Intravenously dripped into my arm. Some pure alcohol.
We've got Just Call Me Avi. Please explain the muddled channels. Why did you swap them? Then two of you stopped uploading. Mr. Sensible and Catz. What happened?
So what happened basically was I took on a project in real life that took up so much of my time. I just didn't have time to make videos, and I didn't want to see the channels die. And they were going to die. They were absolutely going to die. And I just didn't have the time to make content. So I gave them away to two people that I really thought were going to do a great job with them and have done a great job with them. Then I started up the Culture Catz channel thinking I can maybe make a video that's like, takes me an hour to make. So at least I can keep a hand in on YouTube. But they didn't take an hour to make in the end. I got carried away and I couldn't keep that up. But I am soon to be finished with my project. They keep shifting the goalposts on me. But I am soon to be finished with it. And then I'll be able to get back on the Culture Catz channel and get back to having some free time and not working 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. And I'm not exaggerating on that. It's been a tough road. But thank you for asking the question.
Yeah, no, it's good to know, isn't it? It's good to know because obviously if you kind of not on YouTube for a couple of weeks and you kind of just miss it, because I had someone mention that yesterday actually, so it's good to sort of just clarify, isn't it? But yeah, it's kind of, they couldn't have been given into better hands, to be honest. So it was kind of just naturally happened, didn't it? I suppose, you know, just yeah, that's good to hear. We have a question. Hello, where's Wally, mate? Always good to see you. Always a pleasure, sir. Sorry, I'm just trying to get to a question. How many flirfs have you two saved now that you know of? Catz?
I don't think that I've single-handedly saved anybody. I think that if somebody comes back from kind of like that kind of belief system, it can't be done just because somebody's seen a video. It's got to be done in their own thinking time. And people can prompt them, but nobody's going to be turned by watching one of my videos, and I love Simon Dan, he's an absolute legend, or one of Simon Dan's videos, or one of anybody's videos. It's going to be done in their own thinking time by taking in comments and points from lots of people. So, you know, I will say absolutely, you know, I'd say zero. Maybe somebody's listened to me and in conjunction with a million other things have come to a decision, but I'm probably not the right person to ask about that.
Well, I mean, I'd kind of say Catz. I would say one for Catz, like, but as he said, it's not like he just said, "Oh, the Earth's a globe," and I said, "Oh, okay, it is." He just sparked something, if you know what I mean. So there's like, it was the rest of my head that did the work, but it couldn't have done that without his help, if you know what I mean. So I would still class that as a one. And then I hear of a lot of people message me say I am an ex-flat earther. I've never heard like you are the very reason as to why I left flat earth, but I think obviously people, they'll have a connection when they hear like, oh my God, there's an ex-flat earther out there. I'm going to try and find out who they are and speak to them. So I'm aware of a lot. I would say probably at least I get probably 5 messages a month where it's somebody saying, I once believed the earth was flat and I now no longer do. There was one occasion though where a couple of little teens, they must have found flat earth on YouTube on their lunch break at school or something, and they found a Dell Beyond Imaginary Curve video. And yeah, we'll know. No, no. Yeah, they'd found this video and basically watched it and started to think, oh my God, could the earth be flat? Luckily, YouTube recommendations then showed a video of me debunking Dell, and they then watched that video, and he commented and basically said, you have just saved me and my friend from becoming flat earthers. So they weren't flat earthers, but basically they were probably about to be, and then found my content, if you know what I mean. So I suppose you could look at it that way, as like that kind of shows you where you're more likely to kind of stop someone before they jump, if you know what I mean. Like, so you got to kind of probably catch them before they go, because once they're in, and like we were talking about earlier, is religion as well. As soon as religion starts to tie in with these flat earth beliefs, it's highly unlikely that you're going to kind of change your mind, because you've tied that in with your belief, your faith. Yeah, so that's a good point, isn't it? I think everybody has to do their own thinking, you know. And people talk about indoctrination and brainwashing, etc., but we all make our own decisions, and we kind of, yes, we take triggers from people, but it's you that makes that decision, I suppose, isn't it? But sometimes you just need a bit of help, you know, and this is the guy that did that for me. So that's why I'm always just in awe. I'm in awe of him. He's taught me so much.
You were slagging me off camera.
Yeah, I know.
You said I was a wanker.
Yeah,
What's all this now? He was calling. He said, I'm not going to do this fucking stream with you. He said, oh, dear.
I nearly stormed off. I was like, fucking hell. Like, you know, really. He's talking about a lightweight though. I'm struggling to keep up with him, really. My beer's mine's stronger though, so I suppose, yeah, it all equals out in the end, doesn't it?
It does. It does. But before I forget, good luck to England ladies tomorrow. Come on.
Yep. Up the England ladies, the Lionesses.
No, you can't say it like that. That's rude.
Up the England ladies.
Yeah, you can't say that. Now, listen, it's not that kind of stream. We're not into it, but no.
Oh my God. It reminds me of, like, was it yesterday? There's a cider I like, and it's called Inches. And I bought 8 packs, 8 of them. And my missus was like, are you going to drink all of them tonight? I was like, yeah, I'm going to have 8 inches inside me tonight. And then I suddenly realised what I said. But like, yeah, so they probably marketed it that way. These little subliminal kind of, we can joke about the name of your brand afterwards. We've got the Triggered Limey. Hello, you beautiful bastard.
Hello, Limey.
Hello, mate. We've got Robski.
Robski, yes.
What a ledge.
The snark. I need to eat you up on WhatsApp. I promise you, the snark, my German has got so much better. It's still not very good, but so much better. And I owe you for all the help you give me. But I will speak to you soon on that.
I love this one here. Just call me Avi. Busting that once you go flat, you don't go back is STST. That's right. Once you go flat, you can go back. And that's what I want all the flat earthers to know. And to me, this is part of the initial indoctrination. What someone like Eric Dubay will talk about is, once you go flat, you never go back.
It's a good impression.
That is
really
pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good impression, I must admit. Yeah, not blowing my own Dubay, but but you do you know what I mean? You can. But it's these tricks, these mind games that these kind of flat earth priests, as I like to call them, I like to, you know, they call Neil deGrasse Tyson our priest. Just use their language back on them. They hate it. Switch it back on them, and then they actually start to kind of realize, I think, like, oh yeah, like I've got priests just the same as you, you know. Yeah, so Dubay is a flat earth priest, and he indoctrinates his followers, of course, when he says, once you go flat, you never go back, because he knows that's a lie now. He knows that I exist. He knows that what was something Dan, Tiger Dan.
Yeah.
He was like one of the very first people to actually come out as an ex-flat earther. So Dubay knows that ex-flat earthers exist. So he's clearly just lying through his teeth again. The one with Tiger Dan though is, I think, Rachie, if you're still here, The reason he left Flat Earth is because he tried to do something that I know at one point you tried to do unsuccessfully, was create an accurate flat map that matches distances between certain places on around the planet. And Raichi tried that, the same as Tiger Dan, and he basically got to the point when he realized Flat Earth is impossible, because it should be the easiest thing in the world, shouldn't it? If we live on a 2D surface, to be able to create a to scale 2D map, easy, should be the easiest thing in the world. And then obviously we have this spin of the spin doctor, you know, people spin doctoring, oh, everything was reverse engineered and it got turned into a sphere. No, like we navigate around a sphere, and there's no way you can create reality on a 2D piece of paper. So Raichi, just please think about that moment, because you can't do it.
What we'll say about we were actually talking about you, Raichi, off just before we started, in a very positive way, really positive way. Just commending you for like how you know, if you go back a couple of months, you were kind of agreeing with Flatzoid and Sleeping Warrior and stuff on like kind of like the made up relative density disequilibrium. I think that you called it. And now you've proven to yourself that that isn't true, which is amazing. You know, it's amazing. And now you know you're kind of like following a similar idea to what Dell's pushing. But honestly, I think if you keep doing what you're doing, you will eventually realize that that's not true as well. But either way, not here for that argument now, but just to commend you for the fact that you've tried and you've gone, actually, no, that idea is wrong. Let's move on to the next one. And you just keep going, and I'm sure you'll get to where you need to be.
Yeah. I think that it's like kind of anyone genuinely searching for the truth should eventually end up there, if you know what I mean. We have all our own biases and things that are so hard to get out of, but if you are genuinely looking for truth, you're going to find it. You know, I did, and I'm far from intelligent, if you know what I mean. I think you're much more intelligent than I am, Raichi, and sometimes actually it's probably why you're having more trouble to get out of it. I don't know, but like, yeah, just kind of think of the simple things, the things that are just observations that it literally is only possible to be on a globe-shaped planet to be able to see these observations. The two points of rotation, the star trails, flat Earth, all it has, unfortunately, is just made up ideas that cannot be verified, can't be matched. You know, you can't travel to another place and predict what you would see when you were this side. So, but you can on a globe, you know, and it just, if you use your head, you will get out of it. But you know, you'll do it in your own time. Raichi, this comment should come up.
Oh, there we go.
No, is it coming?
It's a bit creaky, the internet.
Oh, is
I
it
can
coming?
read it out. I've got it.
Oh,
no, it's there. You've done it.
There we go. Demonstrably wrong. Some still have a bias for it, unfortunately, even when demonstrable evidence shows RDD wrong. Yeah, you've got it. RDD is wrong. So obviously, Sleeping Warrior was a big the egg. Well, you got two eggs here now. But yeah, I'm glad, obviously, that you're not following what that creep believes, because yeah, creepy guy.
Once, and I'll say this, when I first started, before I had the Conspiracy Catz channel, and I got into it as just a teacher to get a flat earther to have an interview so I could show it to the kids in school, so then they could debunk what they were saying as like a learning exercise to get the kids like motivated. That's how I got in touch with Sleeping Warrior, and we were very friendly at that point before Conspiracy Catz started. And during that point, he literally contacted me, and I'm not even embarrassed of putting this out there, if you know the history between me and him and the accusations he's made about myself. But he literally asked me how to calculate 38% of a number, because he was trying to do something with his taxes, and he didn't know how to calculate 38% of, I think, 84 or whatever it was. And then in the same breath, he's debunking Einstein. So let's just hang that one out there for anybody who thinks Sleeping Warrior has anything to contribute to any kind of discussion.
Jesus Christ. I remember in school even like to work out a percentage, and my teacher was quite shocked at this. I realised if you just say if you want to work out 86%, you just times it by 0.86.
That's exactly how I teach it. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah. My teacher was like, oh, like, but I don't know what went wrong because I'm not actually very good at maths.
That's exactly how I teach it. That's exactly how it's done.
You find the percentage of it. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't know that though, but he did know how to debunk Einstein and Al-Biruni.
Someone said his Catz tinier is STST huge. This is us level.
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean, how tall are you? Because you're
6'3".
6'3". I'm just shy of 6'1". Just shy of 6'1".
Yeah.
Although I might have added an extra 4 inches. No, I don't know. I'd say maybe 6 foot, 6'1", somewhere in between. Something like
that. Yeah, it's deceiving, isn't it? It's that damn old perspective thing.
Yeah. If I do this, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm casting for the Snow White film.
He's gone over the curve, look. If you notice, he's starting to disappear over the curve.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, this is brilliant. Yeah, this is us level. Clip that. Someone clip that.
I'm going to sit in front of the camera then a little bigger than that. How far away is it?
Yeah. Imagine if that was me that was tiny. Like, hey guys. I just noticed Crafty Keeler was in here. Hey, Crafty.
Crafty. You okay, pal?
Good to see you, Gal. Good to see you. I hope all is well with you. Greetings from Singapore, Keith Milner.
Singapore, I've been there. It's absolutely roasted. Only been there for literally an hour, or was it a day? Okay, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I flew to Australia but stopped over Singapore. It was for a day because we drove to Malaysia and back. So yeah, it was really hot. I remember that. Yeah, a bit hotter than Blackburn.
And I love this actually because I didn't realise this with Crafty Keeler's name. It's actually Craft Tequila.
Is that where it come from?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. This is from the Snark. So can we have clarification, Crafty? Is it Craft Tequila? Kind of works. Singapore for an hour.
Oh yeah, change of a flight. Change of a flight, but I did forget that we had a day over there. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I'm getting old. I'm a lot older than you might think I am. Maybe the chat can guess how old.
Yeah, let's have a guess. Yeah, guess chat. How old do you think we both are? And I know this is going to go tits up.
I am very old.
This one is small. That one is far away. Oh, what is that? That's that comedy, isn't it?
Oh, Father Ted.
Father Ted, yes.
Ted, yeah.
Love a bit of Father Ted.
Brilliant.
Drink. Drink. Yeah.
Father Ted was just like, I mean, Graham Linehan has come up with, it was Father Ted, the IT Crowd. What else did he do? Because those two are amazing. He did another one that was it Black Books, which I've never watched, actually, by the way. But yeah, amazing.
We've got Crafty Keeler. I can't stop saying now Craft Tequila. But with confirmation, LOL, the Snark, that's not where it came from.
False information, the Snark. Misinformation.
Happy coincidence. That's what we call it. Yeah. Happy coincidence. It's good to see so many people in here. We've got 44 people. Absolutely amazing. If you could or would hit that like button, it always does help the old algorithm gods, of which we are all the slave to. It's just so good to see you all. Heat Shield, gonna call some of you out. Super Ghost UK, what an absolute legend. Martin H, Martini, good to see you. Black Books, I've never actually seen Black Books, to be honest. Where do you live, Martini? I'm sure you're quite local. I'm in Suffolk. I'm sure you're a local boy. Might be on that Suffolk-Norfolk border. Demon Orb, good to see you. I cut you off there. Were you going to say something?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
I can call it profound if you want. Maybe not off the cuff, but no, I was just nodding and agreeing.
Just blowing your nose.
Just yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My Hero. Anyone? Is that what is My Hero, Limey? Got to let us know.
My Hero was a great show. Was that Graham Linehan?
I don't know.
It was because the same guy played. God, what was he called? He played he was Father Dougal in Father Ted.
Oh,
Ardal
yeah.
O'Hanlon, that's it.
Yep.
And yeah, he
Oh,
played a super. That was a brilliant comedy. Was that Graham Linehan too? That was
Love
really
it.
good. I used to love that as a kid.
Yeah, love it, love it, love it.
Wasp. Sorry, we had a wasp before. And nearly made me smash with glasses.
Oh, we've got a debunk from Gary Wybenger. Horizons are simple optical limits because of acute visual angles to the surface, which compress and foreshorten visual information into increasingly smaller space in the observer's field of view.
And hurricanes are unicorn farts. You know. Right?
Yeah,
We can all say stuff, and I like Gary. I do like
yeah.
Gary.
Gary's all right, isn't he? He's all right.
He is. He's very personable. He's good to get on with and whatnot. But you're just wrong. Like, I mean, you are just wrong. There's no science behind that. It's a lot of, and it's kind of like the Nathan Oakley kind of catchphrase thing. That's all it is. It's just catchphrases. There's no science in what you've said there at all. Not in one bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gary. I think so. What some people say, look, why doesn't that happen when I look at an aeroplane or something? Like, you know, these angles and things, like, it just doesn't work. You know, why is it only on this horizon? You know what I mean? Like, these things that only happen when you're looking there. You know, whereas, like, why doesn't it happen this angle over there? Like, that's further away, so the top of it should be foreshortening, and you know, and it doesn't apply everywhere else, does it, Gaza? But you know,
Only the horizon.
Yeah, only on the horizon. Somebody has encountered Gary on a rare good day. Yeah, Gary's all right. Is all right. I mean, but then, you know, it's not a very good sort of you know, it's not hard, is it, to kind of pick the ones that are all right, because there ain't many of them. You know what I mean?
But you've got to realize that Gary has very different beliefs to us, and we do take the piss out of the beliefs that he has on our channels, or we have done, you know, for quite a lot. So he is going to bite every now and then, but I think he, you know, in general, he's a decent guy.
We're all human beings, aren't we? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Apart from Nathan Oakley. But other than that, did anybody see actually Nathan Oakley debating Jeranism a couple of days ago? Like, you know, the flat earthers. Have you not seen?
No,
we'll have to see some of it in a bit. It was amazing just seeing two people, obviously kind of big, you know, in their field, big flat earthers, especially Jeranism. And they're kind of debating and arguing these points and things. And, you know, when nobody on the globe side is like saying, oh, is it an oblate spheroid? Is it this type? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's worked out. Like, the argument is kind of settled, really, you know, like in that aspect of physical measurements of the Earth. But these guys, you know, they can't even work out what a horizon is, or what is optical, what isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're literally arguing over things that was probably worked out about 200 or 300 years ago. And it's a shame. It's a shame, isn't it? Because I heard someone say, actually, flat earthers are lost scientists. And I think that's a good, do you know what I mean? Like, because they're in a frame of mind, if you know what I mean, like a mindset. It's still a scientific mindset. It's just they're kind of doing it the wrong way a little bit. You know what I mean?
I think what they want to do is start from scratch, and like Newton said it best, that, you know, we stand on the shoulders of the giants who come before us, and they want to work everything out without standing on the shoulders of those who come before, without listening. You know, they want to work everything from scratch. You know, I was listening to Dell the other day. Not that I do that a lot, but you know, when I fancy a laugh every now and then, and he even said, "Oh, you're gonna have to prove to us that gas is made of particles or something." You know, just it's like they don't want to believe that anybody has ever found out anything ever. That's it. You know, all we can do is drop a bottle of water or pour water on something, and then we determine everything from that. And we can't trust anything anybody has ever said. So it's not a science issue. It's a trust issue. And they want to verify everything for themselves. But the problem is, I don't think that they do try and verify everything. They try and verify only the things that they think are going to lend them the wrong conclusion. I've never seen a flat earther, for example, do a proper Cavendish experiment, or a flat earther, for example, you know, do proper astronomical observations and calculations to do with the horizon, etc. Anyway, I'll shut up.
No, mate, honestly,
No,
I was loving that.
no, but
I was like,
I
no,
forgot
I'm
the
like,
original question. I don't know where we're going with
I
this.
was loving that. I love being on a stream with someone. I was just like, mate, I'm taking this in. Like, I'm bloody learning right now. No, that was incredible. Keep it up, keep it up. We had a couple of questions. Why don't the Flurfs build a ring like Mr. Sensible? I mean, what Mr. Sensible's, I think it's on Mage 3 now, and it's just incredible what he has done. And again, doing an actual experiment, looking, testing. He knows what the answer is, guys. But he was just doing that to show actually how, well, no, it's not easy. I mean, what he's doing is massive, but the flat earthers, if they got to GoFundMe together, they could do the same, you know, but they're going to pick it apart, aren't they? Like, how conclusive was Mage 2, you know, when
Oh yeah,
he had the wire, everything was thought out. Everything that could have messed this experiment up was already thought of beforehand. So any honest flat earther could not watch that video and come out of that still believing the earth was flat. But obviously the probably undeliberate dishonesty, but sometimes deliberate dishonesty comes in, where you just start literally just making things up that, oh, the horizon, it just always goes to like, oh, the horizon's optical, or do you know what I mean? It's just like there's always an excuse, no matter how good the experiment, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
So yeah, it is sad, but props to Mr. Sensible for doing that. That was bloody amazing. It's just incredible, and it was huge evidence of a globe that he had a taut kind of wire, and that stayed completely level, so you could see that this is not fisheye lens distortion, nothing like that, and the horizon is curving to exactly the same amount it should have been expected. And what I think a lot of flat earthers often miss is at that height, imagine how far you should see if the earth was actually flat. You should see for so far, and you know, it kind of just cut off maybe, I'm just guessing now, but say if it cut off at like 200 miles away, the horizon just cut, and you can see no further. On a flat earth, you'd be able to see a good few thousand miles, and the horizon should just kind of just, I don't know, kind of, we don't know because that's not how it is, but you would imagine it would rise to eye level, which it never does because we live on a globe. It measurably drops. Again, Eric Gervais wrong. The horizon doesn't always rise to eye level. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
It's a good impression. I did like it.
But yeah, Eric Gervais wrong. Like every single thing. If you actually tested what he claimed, he is totally wrong on everything. So it's just getting one or two of them. You know, I'm kind of obviously speaking to Rachel a bit if you're listening, or Gary, but if you rule out one or two of these things, you start to realize, oh, hang on a minute, this isn't a trustworthy person. So it's just getting to that first one. And then as soon as you do that, you're like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like, and you suddenly just go, I was wrong. I was wrong. You know.
I've got a message to Rachel. This might not make sense to other people in the chat who haven't seen the videos, but if you are still there, Rachel, I know you've been kind of like following Dell's kind of idea that if a bottle is, and you know, maybe I'm misquoting you, maybe I'm wrong, but that if a bottle is dropped, then that bottle is somehow decelerating, right? Because he took a bottle for a drive in the car and he saw displacement of gas and liquid and whatnot. But just think about what would happen if you had a car, if you had I'm sure you do have a car. If you had a bottle of water in a car and you were driving and then you decelerated, and how the water would shift to the front of the bottle, or to the top of the bottle, if you like, if you had it faced that way. And then you think about if you drop a bottle in real life, do you see that? Well, no. So the whole thing is very silly, but according to Dell's own logic about being able to transfer what you see with a bottle in the car to reality, you don't see when you drop a bottle what you would see if you decelerate a bottle of water in a car. You simply just don't see it. So therefore, he's just simply wrong. And I know you have a slightly different take on his. Like he talks about a constant speed, and you talk about an accelerating Earth or whatnot. And maybe what I've said doesn't fit in with what you're saying, but just give that a little bit of a thought. I'd be interested to hear what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah. And I know Rachel did say sort of she'd stop making content herself, actually, just saying how the whole scene was just too toxic. And sometimes it can get like that, can't it? If you know what I mean, you know, and especially on the flat Earth side, like it's not only flat earthers. I see it, if you know what I mean. It's not only flat earthers that are bell ends. You know, everyone's a bell end from.
I'm a bell end.
Yeah,
I'm a massive bell end.
Yeah. Well, I know that. No, but you know what I mean. Like we are all human beings at the end of the day. That's what I always try and get across. Like, you know, we have these discussions and fights and things, but it's just people trying to protect themselves, isn't it? If you know what I mean. And if someone bites, we bite back, and it's just human nature. But yeah, I think Rachel, like I did say, like, you know, if it gets too stressful like that, you just have to step away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, pop in, have some chats with us guys, and you know, watch some flat Earth content if you want to. But just stepping away sometimes actually can let you think with a clearer mind. We saw that happen to Ranty actually when he kind of stepped away, and he was able to think a bit clearer. You just kind of get away from these toxic people, and suddenly you can kind of just think with your own mind a bit. So hopefully that can kind of happen with you, Rachie. Just live a normal life. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but try and live as normally as possible. Don't let these beliefs like get in the way of you having friendships and relationships with your family, if you know what I mean, because it's not worth it. Like, no matter what shape the earth is, it's never worth like pushing it to the point where, and I did it, so that's why I'm saying it, is you actually push your own family away, and they're like, you know, because they're worried and scared for you, you know, and actually they're like, don't want him around my children. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm telling them that their teachers are lying to them. Do you know what I mean? So no parent wants their, you wouldn't want that, would you, as a parent? Like someone coming and saying your teachers are lying to you, you know? So yeah. My sisters were only doing the right thing, but it shouldn't, you know, you should never let that get in the way of just love and friendship and family. Nothing's as important as that. That's all I can say about that, because it just isn't. I'm actually getting a bit of leg ache, guys, but I think calling it a bit of a, do you think we should sort of wrap it up now and then do our secondary stream a bit later?
Yeah, we need you guys in the comments though to literally leave us proper challenge, because we are going to go to a pub. Any challenge we can carry out in a pub, it's got to be a proper challenge, like not who can fly to the moon and back fastest or whatever, or who can pee highest up the wall, because we can't stream. We're going to do that one, but we can't stream it. But like, you know, pool game, dart game, whatever, any kind of challenge, we'll do it, and we'll stream. You know, we'll collect the ideas, and we'll do a second stream later on, and we'll see that it's like an Olympics.
Yeah,
like an Olympics.
This could be it. Yeah, that's the one. Perfect stuff. That's brilliant. We've done 40 minutes, so it's a good, nice little. It's been fun. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's literally because my legs go numb, guys. I've got to stretch it out basically. So brilliant. Absolutely, just big love to everybody that's been here. I just need to read out this name because it sounded hilarious. Nose laser condom. So no streaming on stream then. no streaming on stream. I've just got that one. No, but guys, yeah, we're gonna have a sword fight. Oh my god. Right, it's been an absolute pleasure. 54 people, it's amazing. Thank you all for making it. If you haven't given us a little like, if you wouldn't mind on your way out, just will help more people view this, and then more people will probably join the stream after as well. Where's Wally? Legend, mate. Guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, honestly, to see so many familiar names in the chat, and I will be back on my channel when my ever shifting deadline, like the goalpost is shifting all the time. Hate it. But I will be done sometime soon, and then I'll be back and doing some fun stuff. But it's just so nice to meet this guy. He really is a nice guy. Like, honestly, you all emailed me before I come and said, don't meet up with him. He's a wanker. You said, don't. He's not. You know, you're all in the chat. You all did it. But no, you're wrong. He's a nice guy.
Oh, legend. Ian, it is all right. It's not half bad. No, same goes to him. Absolute legend. And thank you all for click and play. You're legends yourselves. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And we will be back in another few hours. Leave us some challenges, guys, in the chats. And yeah, and we'll see what we get. See you later, everyone. Bye bye. There we go.
Oh, we're still on?
We're still on. We're actually
I don't
still
know, I
on.
never do